Hello, sir. You have always told me about your relationship with Celestine Ukwu. Please tell me again.
Well, Celestine was in Zaria with me. Celestine was a musician, an accomplished one, and he didn't start when he came back from Zaria. No, he was already accomplished in the north. Um, at Zaria, he was playing at Jubilee Hotel, number 19 Jubilee Road, Zaria. He was playing at that hotel. The hotel was owned by Ojukwu's mother. That's the Ikemba's mother, And he said he was attracting a lot of people. Whenever he was to perform, the hall was filled up. We didn't have Igbos who were established musicians then living in Zaria. There were other people like Okobi, like Chooks Dandy, GT Onwuka. These people were coming occasionally, performing at West End Hotel in Zaria, but Celestine was resident at 19 Jubilee Road, and he was performing there until the war came and we all ran away from Zaria.
What kind of a man was he?
Celestine was not very socially expressive. Celestine was very quiet. He had a very winsome smile. I must tell you that, you really couldn't come across Celestine and just walk away, Celestine was company, very warm company. But those of us who were chasing excesses in skirts, he really didn't identify with us. I mean, sometimes I think Celestine would have made a very good Reverend Father, if he were not a musician, Celestine never ran after any woman. And I never saw Celestine drink. We were smoking, we were drinking, but Celestine never. And he's not the person to do such things in secret. So I didn't see him drink. So I must conclude that he never drank. Maybe some others may have seen him, but I never saw Celestine drink. So, but it was very good company. That I must tell you, it was very good company. Celestine was very good at telling stories. And again, Celestine spoke Hausa. So each time we got together, we conversed in Hausa. The war drove us away, and we all landed in Enugu.
Your elder brother played for you.
Yes. My elder brother, who was dabbling with music, I think was one of the tyros in Celestine's band. My father wasn't very happy about it. Chief Billy Disco, that was his name. It was a stage name, and he had this. He had his way with cigarettes, but that's by the way, it's my brother, and
You people were puffing away.
yes, but see what you see this pressing iron, the one you would pour some charcoal into and then fan some heat into it and then iron. Each time we wanted to smoke, we would put some charcoal, yes, fan some flames into it. Then we pour fish bones there, so that if you were coming, you wouldn't catch us smoking, but you will perceive the smell of fish bones, being roasted. And my elder brother who introduced that technique so that our father wouldn't.
Now, after the escapades in the north and you came to the east, you encountered him again?
Yes, I did. I met Celestine at the Hotel Presidential. I've forgotten what was happening on that occasion, but there was a lot to drink. And socially, I wasn't quite strong enough to sustain myself alcoholically. In other words, I wasn't in a position to choose, you know. So my interest in alcohol was Catholic. I would drink anything I came across, you know, just to ensure that I got high. On a particular occasion at the Hotel Presidential, I drank myself into some stupidity. All right, stupor, perhaps. Well, you know, and my legs couldn't carry me anymore, and somebody spied me trying to strike some balance and took took some pity on me, and that was Celestine. Celestine saw me and said, "Kai, din Allah ka taɓa, wallahi ka taɓa, sai gaskiya kam na taɓa," which means I have really taken in something. And Zaka iya kai gida, he was asking me, "Can you get home?" And I said, "Look, I don't know what to do." I said, "Come, you don't have a car." And I joined him, and then I was living at number 39 Nene, you know. There was one room there that I occupied with my wife and my one child or two, I don't remember now. Celestine carried me that night and dropped me home. In fact, he didn't just drop me. He switched off the ignition, came out, held me. I was staggering. I couldn't quite balance. And he held me, knocked on the door. My wife opened the door, and Celestine handed whatever was left of me to my wife. And she thanked him, and
You said you had a car at the time.
Of course, Celestine had a car at the time. You know, I've been trying to remember. I know the car was light green in color.
Remember the plate number?
Either BPA10, I think.
Was it a Zephyr 4? Was it a Hillman? Was it?
I was thinking, I think it might have been the Ford family or other Hillman, you know. Not the run of the mill branch we know, but you know, it was a very solid vehicle. And Celestine brought me home, and Celestine was a good person. You know, it was a good person. Celestine was very shy. You know, yes, You know, when I heard that Celestine had a daughter, it was difficult for me to believe until you brought her to the house, and I said, "Yeah, that's right." I looked at her face, Celestine's face. That's incontestable, you know. You know, I didn't know when Celestine got married. I didn't know. Some of us would have known. Yeah, but
his character of being conservative, maybe, of being introverted.
Yeah, Celestine was not extroverted. Celestine was introverted, you know. Celestine, you know, he was a very smart fellow in the sense that if you caught him that he did so and so thing, Celestine would always explain his way out. He was a brilliant person in that respect, you know. If you came across Celestine, you'll find out that he was living a life that was reflected in the music he was playing. You know, Celestine believed in live and let live. Uh, um, Celestine others or even, I mean, you know, he believed in live and let live, and he was a peacemaker in the sense that, you know, each time there's some kind of altercation, something involving some 1-2 characters, Celestine would always be the person to work things out, you know. So I think I was shocked when I heard that it had died in an accident, you know, in the company of, I think, one Mubudu, you know, and I heard that there was a girl in the vehicle and that she survived. I mean, this is all I heard. I didn't, you know, I did not try to corroborate all that. I just heard it and I said, look, Celestine is dead, so there's no point in finding out whether there were 2 or 10 of them in the vehicle, you know. Mm.
How do you react to the fact that his name is being immortalized by his daughter?
Oh, I like it. I like it.
Celestine Memorial Foundation organizing Celestine Ukwu Memorial Symposium.
Yes. First of all, I heard about Celestine Ukwu Memorial Symposium sometime, I think last year. It was Larry Coldsworth who actually told me about it, you know, and told me about the daughter. And I told Larry, can you try to get the daughter? Let me see her. So at least she will get to know one person who was close to the father, you know. Well, somehow it didn't work out until you brought her home. And the moment I saw her, I said to myself, look, she is home. This is home for her, and that's it, you know. I will gladly take Celestine's daughter in as my own daughter any day, yes. And when I was telling her, this is your home any day, I meant it, every word of it, you know. So I will encourage people to attend the second memorial lecture symposium, which will be holding at, what did you say it again?
Madio Event Center.
Event Center in Enugu. Beautiful. To be holding at the event center, you know. I want people to attend it, and
the 6th of May.
On the 6th of May.
2025.
This year of our Lord, 2025. So anybody who claims to have known him should be at that occasion and say what he or she knows about Celestine, you know. If I were well enough, I would have liked to be there, but I am not. So that's why I am doing this. But I think it's going to be a wonderful occasion. And I think the government must be interested in something like this. And Fred, I think you people should contact the government. Try as much as possible to. I know that the governor assisted Ejai a great deal, and I think he would also want to help immortalize Celestine Ukwu. So do your utmost to ensure that you notify the government. Begin with the Commissioner for Culture.
Thank you very much.
Musical Taliban #1. Trigger man. We gonna sit up. We gonna sit up. I sit up. Nobody let's go nice sit up. Nobody want go gaga. They make a bring the dagger. I be make a food a trigger. No, make a nice sit up. Because if you over back me up. Go tell somebody by your left. Tell her